Peace, what up? This is Doc Blake with Ethereal TV, bringing to you the 21st episode of The Last Piece to the Puzzle. The motto for me is silver, gold, and cryptos equals freedom because they are decentralized assets. And I think they're going to play an important role in the immediate and long-term future. And as we see the USD possibly becoming digital, just like the Chinese made the yuan, as they are rolling that whole program and system out globally, digital assets and true cryptocurrencies are becoming extremely valuable and important. So we want to get into the price action, which is funny. The whole concept of this episode is probably going to be about price action and the importance or actually unimportance of it, and that's why this is called Keep Satoshi's Vision Sacred, or Keep Satoshi Sacred, because we're going to get into some things that I want to discuss with the crypto and the Bitcoin community right now as a whole. But so currently Bitcoin is at $9,375.37. Ethereum is at $229.72. Litecoin is at $43.81, and we have gold at $1,727.90, and silver is at $17.46. So as those as all these assets, the hard assets that I just named, teeter-tot on the seesaw or go back and forth, like I've explained before, that all these prices are manipulated and controlled, and that kind of generates the topic that I would like to discuss with my fellow cryptocurrency community members and of that nature. And this is not me attacking anybody. I support pretty much everybody that is talking about crypto, no matter how you're doing it. I just hope that we can kind of get on the same page of all of us being on the same page, really, and under this general understanding of what I'm going to talk about. And a lot of the early cryptoers or YouTuber crypto people that I had got into earlier kind of instilled in me, and I'll go over some of those channels, because it's funny in the world of the internet, the world of crypto. It's not like you have to meet a bunch of people to know that you get along. You're on the same page or same vibration as the topics that they're talking about. And none of this is sponsored. I know you see the JM Bullion rolling around. This is just a website I use. I mean, I'm not getting anything from this. I'm just using it to kind of tell the prices right now, as you can see. So when I'm saying keep Satoshi sacred, I'm talking about it's simple. It's a peer-to-peer cash system that takes out any third party. I mean, the miners, the ability for the algorithms to get solved, the confirmations on the network, that is the only third party, and that, if you want to consider that a third party, but that is mathematics. So mathematics can be verified, just like 1 + 1 = 2. When you add two things together, you have two of them. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean? Like that's just how basic math works. So it's all validated through mathematical computation, and that is the brilliance of the blockchain, and the brilliance of Satoshi's vision is that we don't have to trust a central authority to allow us to transact and to tell us how we're going to transact and what we're going to use to transact and things like that. So keep Satoshi sacred in the aspect of make sure that you're not only talking about the trading of Bitcoin or the big corporations, and like people discuss these things like they have to, like these corporations like Grayscale and the CME, and there's other ones, the new one that came out not too long ago, when it tanked the price. But all these future trading platforms, you basically know what I'm saying, or any other corporation, like everybody is waiting for the corporations to validate Bitcoin, and Bitcoin validates itself. So the focus is, to me, it's always been on the use of it, the transacting of it, more and more people developing products in the community that people the people who own Bitcoin are willing to purchase and spend and share their Bitcoin, because yes, it's great to hodl Bitcoin, and that's what you should be doing. But if everybody develops a $20 product, it's not going to hurt the people who've been hodling and saving to support each other, and actually you start using the network, because that's going to be the only way we find true price discovery, not through USD. And that brings me to my next point of the video. And these are some of my favorite channels. I always watch these guys. These are some of the early channels that most people see because they have like the most viewers. But I just wanted to pull up, their pictures of their videos today. Just this is Crypto Zombie. Everything is based off of price action. Everything they talk about is tying Bitcoin to the USD, like Bitcoin, and that's my point. They act like USD is what validates Bitcoin. No, it's not. Like, Bitcoin is validated by the miners, the mathematical algorithms that are solved. That's what validates Bitcoin, not grayscale, not USD price. And when people start understanding that concept, they will be like, what will I sell my Bitcoin for? Instead of basing everything around because the countries operate as corporations. So you're giving in by talking about what the USD value is every day, and that's my only problem. I mentioned the prices today too. Obviously, we live in the United States. Every country is going to pay attention to what it's worth in fiat currency. But that's the brilliance of Bitcoin, is that one day, and that day is today, as people develop their own products, is how many Satoshis do you want for your art, for your creativity, for what you're developing? That's the true question, not every day what's the USD? Is it going to crash? Is it going to go up today? That is supporting the fact that you're looking outside of Bitcoin and the Bitcoin network for validators. You're looking for USD to validate Bitcoin. You're looking for Grayscale. You're looking for the CME. You're looking for all these different things, Bitcoin, all these Bitcoin futures, and that's just impossible because the network validates itself. Yeah, Ivan on tech. Just look at this Bitcoin mega dump, $3,000 possible. Come on, really, Ivan? I fucks with you. You're in the mining, you do the programming, and this is your message for the new Bitcoin comers that are going to come. You have a mega platform, and this is your message today with Jamie Dimon. I understand you guys. It's like, and I call the mega channels that have all the followers fly followers, because it's like a McDonald's sign. It's like bright lights, fluorescent lights. Here, come, because you know what I mean. And then all you guys talk about good stuff. It just cracks me up how everything has to be tied to price, because that, I understand, that's what draws people in, is the fact that they feel like they're going to get rich off of Bitcoin tomorrow, USD rich, not Bitcoin rich, because if you own Bitcoin, you're Bitcoin rich, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the concept of owning Bitcoin. You own the value of the network, the ability to transact without a printed out of control currency, without a double spend currency, without, you know what I mean? This is the brilliance of Satoshi. So keep Satoshi's vision sacred. And I'm not saying not to do your title. I don't care how you make your stuff. I'm just saying, make sure that you're explaining that Bitcoin doesn't need any validators, and just because it goes to $120,000 does not mean anything either. Bitcoin can go to $1 million tomorrow. Yeah, I guess everybody is going to be happy. But what will that mean if the USD, if you're valuing it in USD anyway, and you can't buy anything with the USD, and you know what I mean? Like, so make sure that you're explaining, what the true essence of Satoshi's vision was, which was for peer-to-peer transactions, not just based on how much is it worth in USD? Is the price going to go up or down? Um, the Bitcoin community is going to be discovered through people's own products that they create and what they're willing to trade Satoshi for. There is no true price discovery right now. I know, and it's like a scary thing because like we all know these markets are manipulated, not well manipulated. I'm not talking about the whales. Whales, hey, that's fair. You own a bunch of it. I understand. We're talking about a different level government regulation through manipulated markets that Trump, Christian, Carlo, they all came out and admitted, they created Bitcoin futures to tank the price. And I hear some of my favorite, here goes another one, the Moon, you know what I mean? One of my favorite channels, just look at how they're drawing people in, all based on price, all based on the Bitcoin price is falling, going up. And like I said, I love these channels. I support these channels. I like them every day, but my message is just that this is not that important as important as everybody's making it. You know what I'm saying? That's the real idea. Like I said, I mean, if Bitcoin does really do its thing, it's not going to be based on USD anymore. And that's what people have to understand. I don't understand like Bitcoin going to $1 million. Like, if Bitcoin, like, it does, that's what I mean. By that time, you will not be using USD or any other fiat currency or currency of another countries to trade. That's what this whole movement is about. You will be buying your Lamborghini directly with Bitcoin. I feel like, and that is the misconception with these types of titles, is that you're going to get USD rich when that is not the vision at all. That is not the vision at all, Satoshi's, because you can get Bitcoin other ways than trading USD. Because if somebody has Bitcoin, they can buy a hat from me. Okay, that whole transaction had nothing to do with USD. All it had to do was Satoshi's and me delivering a product, and that actually gets back into the barter system. And yeah, like I said, I'm not hating on anybody. I love all these channels. And here's another one, Crypto Kirby. I mean, I can't really have nothing to say about him because he lets you know that all he does is talk about price and trading. You know what I mean? That's what he does. He's a trader, but it still cracks me up. I mean, look at the titles. Look how, like, Bitcoin capitulation 24 hours till. This is all fly following, okay? And if you're like, if this is drawing you in, not because you like what they're saying, because I actually like what all these guys say, but the fly followers are getting pulled in by the flashy colors, the emoji faces, the vomiting. I mean, look at all this, man. It just cracks me up because, like, that's what draws people in, and I get it. But at the same time, if all that matters is USD price action, then Satoshi's vision has failed. You know what I'm saying? Understand that it's not about Bitcoin going to the moon. It's about people using the network. You know what I mean? But this doesn't really go for Crypto Kurt because he says that he's a trader, but it's just still the cover pictures crack me up. And that's really what I wanted to emphasize. So yeah, make sure we're all keeping Satoshi's vision sacred. Find people's products that they have available in Bitcoin and actually start using your Bitcoin for good products, because that's why we have it. And that is what's going to make it go to $1 million USD. But like I said, at that time, it will be in a barter system, and you will not want to give your Bitcoin back for any type of fiat currency. I mean, the governments, like, this power is unacceptable planetary. It's not like you just can't control somebody's money. Like, and that's going to be, like, we're going to emphasize that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's happening right now. So any country that thinks that they can, I know China is all aggressive with their digital currency right now. Just let Bitcoin do its thing. I mean, really, like we can all agree on that. And you guys already have so much already. Like, how much more power and control do you possibly, like, you want to control the money? Like, that's diabolical. It's insane. You know what I mean? Do you, be you, but at the same time, that's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? You're not going to take our guns away, and you're not going to control our currency. And every time that that because guns are symbolic of people's ability to be able to for protection, for them to have the right to protect themselves, and choosing your currency is the right that it's called actually production. You know what I'm saying? You are producing a gold coin. Bitcoin has to be produced using electricity. Silver has to be produced by mining. Somebody who's making a hat or a shirt has to sew it. So printing money is it's unacceptable, and fiat currency is actually unacceptable. And I understand if countries want to start, you take your Bitcoin, then you get to the country, they allow you to exchange it into that crypto, that country's cryptocurrency or whatever, like that type of scenario. But other than that, man, like what's the point? Why would you ever have to trade your crypto back into a fiat currency? It doesn't even make sense. But these are fly followers. This is the fly following method, in my opinion. And that's what I have to say today. Once again, it's your boy Doc Blake with the last piece to the puzzle. Peace. Ethereal TV, check us out. Ethereal.com. And yeah, some of the channels, like the first channel, one of the main channels that I watched when I first started getting into crypto heavily, like a year ago, over a year ago now, was like Bitcoin Ben. And then, that kind of led me to Road to Ruta. I don't know if you guys ever checked out any of these channels or whoever's watching this, but I definitely suggest them. Who I'm feeling right now, like Crypto Blood. I love Chico Crypto. He always keeps it 100 and legit. He's always coming at people for talking about, buy bits and trading and all that crazy jazz, things that kind of take away from Bitcoin, as we've come to find out, all these futures, the future exchanges and things like that. Who else? Of course, and that's the crazy part about this space. The miners, I feel like, never get enough love from the mainstream people that come into the community. Like you got DC Adventures. You definitely check them out. Crypto Mikkel, Crypto's a Hot Rods, you know what I mean? I'll be watching those guys' channels. So make sure that you're expanding. If you're just coming into crypto, make sure you're getting a full dosage. Not just these guys that only talk about price action and things like that, because there's so much more to the space. There's so much more to be involved in the space. And I kind of got lucky by the people. Well, I understand that I kind of had an understanding of the economic system before I got into crypto, so that kind of helped me out to steer me in the right direction. That all the prices are fucking manipulated anyway, so there has to be a higher purpose than just that, and that it comes down to people actually using it, the miners, the people who are talking about other things in the crypto space besides just the USD price. So yeah.